Okay, what's good, everybody? So, my name is Gene Boykin. I'm the founder of the GoGetter Family Real Estate Investing Academy. And the Real Estate Investing Academy is where together, right, me and my team and my inner circle teach real estate investors to either increase their number of investment properties by 2 times or get their first property in 90 days. And that's all with no credit checks, no W 2s, debt to income ratios. You don't even need a realtor. And that's by becoming the bank using a little known strategy called Subject to. Now, funny thing about Subject to is it's hidden in plain sight. Not many real estate professionals know about it, let alone use it. And it is by far the most powerful strategy in real estate. So why it's not being used is honestly beyond me. All right. So tonight I'm going to show you guys what subject to is, why people use it, what it helps them with, how it helps them, and what you can do to use it. All right. So thanks for joining me. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you feel like I bring you some value, consider subscribing. Or you can just be a player about it, man. Hit that subscribe button.
I'm a go-getter. They some go-getters. We some go-getters. Hope you a go-getter. Let's get it. I'm a go-getter. They some go-getters. We some go-getters. Hope you a go-getter. Let's get it. I'm a go-getter. Hustle to the end. We some no quitters. Knock it out the park. We for show hitters. Right, left hemisphere. That's a dome splitter. Yeah. We control our own destiny. Make moves. Cultivate whole legacy. Creative finance. Bring more ecstasy. The right ingredients. Now that's a dope recipe.
Okay, what's good, everybody? So, it's Friday night. I got a lot going on. I got 2 houses that I just put on the market. All right, I'm running 4 different Facebook ads. Now, I got these houses. Let me preface all this by saying I got these houses by becoming the bank. So, I don't fill out credit applications, show my W-2s, go pretty much go to the bank with your hat in your hand, that's what most people do with your hat in your hand, hoping that they're going to finance your dream of being a real estate investor. I don't do that. That's not something that I do, and that the Go Getter family does. Now, that's not to say that I have not done that, because I was investing in real estate the traditional way for 3 years, and my partner's a doctor at that. Partner's a doctor. So, and we still were getting a hard time from banks. And all I wanted to do, honestly, was to have financial freedom. Like, I didn't want to work for a boss that constantly disrespected me, really didn't value me. I mean, workplace politics, the guy, I mean, just, and then my time. Who doesn't want to? And guys, my bad. I think I introduced myself in the preview. But if you're new to my channel, if you guys have questions, now tonight I'm going to take you on a ride with me, talk to you about subject to. If you guys have questions about that, put it in the comments. All right. But I'm a small town guy from Iowa. All right. So put where you're from, man. I'll do my best to answer all the questions and give you guys this game, the actionable knowledge that you need to get into real estate investing without needing a ton of money out of your own pocket or having to have a bank, that's going to loan you the money. I mean, that is the old way of doing real estate. We don't do that anymore. That's not something that we do. Okay. So guys, let me see what we got here. Back to what I was saying. I was working for a boss. I was running a landscaping company, guys. A landscaping company. Right now, you guys see my shirt, my logo. We buy houses and help people. Now, my selling website is it's Home Ownership Helpers. So I'm doing a few things, but I'm having 2 open houses tomorrow for these houses that I got by taking over the existing mortgages on them, the existing loan. All right. I mean, when I first heard about it, money was always a problem, right? Being able to borrow money, that's one thing we don't understand, how we just don't understand, and it's on purpose, though. Most people don't, which is why the middle class is shrinking. You guys got to excuse me, man. I've been going hard all day. These houses, they're beautiful. Year and a half ago, I would have been, right now it's cold in Iowa, I'd have been shoveling snow. So imagine that. You're at your job, you wake up every day to go to work, right? And when you wake up in the morning, you feel that angst, that anxiety, but you're getting ready because you know you've got to go get this money, right? Because you have to pay your bills, you have to make that credit card payment, you have to make that private school payment. So we're headed there, right? Unfortunately, fast forward a year and a half, you control your time, you have assets, cash flowing assets. All right, you're not worried about the real estate market supposedly maybe going to crash or it's turning into a buyer's market. You don't have to worry about that because you know a strategy that most real estate investors and real estate professionals don't know. I mean, are you following me on this? Are you guys hearing what I'm saying? Now, let's dive into subject two. Let's dive into it. Don't forget, hit that like button, guys. And if you feel like I bring you some value, I want you to consider subscribing to my channel. What is subject to? Subject to the existing financing. Now, let's go into this first. What do you have to do to borrow money to get into real estate the conventional way? What do you have to do? Well, you have to do this laundry list of things next to me. Laundry list. You got banks, you've got credit applications, you've got credit checks, right? W-2s, you got to show proof of funds, debt to income ratios, realtors, inspectors, appraisers. Well, with subject to, you don't have to do that dog and pony show. And one of my mentors says that he feels like the traditional way of real estate with all of these added industries that are really unnecessary really was just to create jobs. But I feel like it might be a little bit deeper than that, than creating jobs. I think that, it's an asset. Think about it, guys, real quick. Just think about this. How easy is it to go get a car on credit when you turn 18? How easy is it to do that? It's not. It's not. And why isn't it easy, right? You should be asking yourself, why isn't it easy? Well, because they want you to go into debt for college. They want you to play by their rules, right? And there's a set of rules for them and a set of rules for us. Well, subject to, this is their set of rules. This is their set of rules. And for those that don't know, subject to, it's on the HUD-1 settlement statement, line 203. Line 203 of the HUD-1 settlement statement. So it's right there in plain sight. If you don't know what the HUD-1 is, if you close a real estate deal at a title company or with an attorney, you fill out a HUD-1 settlement statement. As a matter of fact, we're going to be taking a look at one here shortly. So on this Friday night, listen, I'm just here to give you guys some game. All right, I'm just here to keep it 100 with you. That's what we do, man. This can change your life. But in order to change your life, you're right. If you want more, you've got to do more. I mean, there's no other way to say that. If you want more, you've got to do more. So doing the same thing that we've been doing, if it isn't working for us, then we can't continue to do that. We've got to do something different. And all it is, guys, is a gap in knowledge. I'm telling you now, it's a gap in knowledge, or it's a limiting belief that we have, whether it's in ourself, our circumstances, our situation, whatever it is, man, our lack of money. We don't have much money in our checking account. Our credit cards are maxed out. We don't have enough time. We got too many activities with our kids. I'm a single mom. I'm a single dad. Whatever it is, dude, those are all excuses, man. If you get this knowledge and you apply it, and there's too much access to information, man. Matter of fact, I'm lacing you guys up for the holidays, man. I want as many people in 2023. Okay. This is my goal. This is my goal. My objective for 2023 is to help 100 real estate investors become the bank and to buy a cash flowing investment property. Cash flowing, meaning you own it. Okay. This is not wholesaling. You're not just getting it under contract and then assigning it to somebody else for a one-time payment. No, we're doing what's called the wholesale and hold, the GoGetter family way. So I laced you guys up, man. You guys are going to be, it's almost like an inner circle. It's an academy, the GoGetter Family Academy. I'm going to talk about that in a bit because I'm going to give you guys, it takes paperwork to do this stuff. I'm going to talk about that because I got something for you guys at the end of this show. So hit that like button. If you're with me, drop some flames in the comments, man. At the end, I got something for you guys. I'm going to put this together for you. So with subject to, we don't need those banks applications. I'm not going in there with my hat in my hand. I go deposit checks. I don't go beg for them to help me to get a check. All right. There's definitely a huge difference in that. All right. So with subject to though, why would a person do that? You ask, right? I hear you asking that. What we're doing is we're taking over their mortgage. So the house goes into our name and the mortgage, it stays in theirs. It is an existing mortgage. So what we don't do is we don't go get new debt to pay off old debt. Just think about that for a second. People that buy houses go get new debt, 30 years, mortgage, derives from the Latin word meaning death, right? It's a death contract, but go get new debt to pay off old debt. What we do is we leave that old debt in place. Why would a person want to do this? Well, maybe they, got a new job. One of the houses I have on the market now, got a new job, moving to another state, 2 mortgages, didn't want to do the repairs. They didn't have a lot of equity either, right? They didn't want to have to, get the house prepared, right? Every time their realtor called them, or even call a realtor and the realtor comes over and says, okay, you need to fix this. You're going to need to repair that and replace that. And then I can list your house. And the seller was a doctor. So those are reasons, right? Maybe they're in foreclosure. We solve problems. That's what this is. Your money, right, is your ability to solve a problem. And when you can solve this person's problem, they will let you take over their mortgage. There's no doubt about it. They will let you take over their mortgage, but can you do this, right? Can you do this? Well, let me show you guys something just real quick. Let me show you this real quick. I got to stop sharing. This is on line 203 of the HUD-1 settlement statement. This is a document that everybody has to fill out when you get a mortgage. When you close a real estate deal, you're filling out a HUD-1. Let me make this bigger. And then I'm going to zoom in on it because I want to show you guys something where they're hiding it in plain sight. Plain sight, man. I talk to people every day, and I talk to real estate professionals, man. My students, some of them, when they come in, that we still have to get over the fact that they don't, I've got realtors that are students, man, brokers, notaries, you name it. One of my students is a realtor in Miami. Just got his first deal, man, under contract. We've got students, man, just about a month ago, this past month, not November, but October, over $1 million under our control, either under contract, verbal agreements. And that's the thing. It's right here in plain sight. Line 203. Can you see it? Let me make sure you can see it. Line 203, right there. Existing loans taken subject to. Existing loans taken subject to. So it's asking you, but above it's asking you the principal amount of the new loans. What's the principal of the new loans that you're paying off the old loan with, right? But we're not doing that. We aren't filling that section out. That section is not getting filled out when we're out here making moves. So documents, though, you can't just do this because you want to. You can't just go to a person and say, hey, I can take over your mortgage, and I'll make those payments for you. How about that? No, I get the house, though. You got to give me the house. No, you can't just go out there and do that. So let's talk about some documents. You guys see the proof. You see it on the HUD-1. This is a HUD-1. This is a government document, guys. Government document. Let me zoom out so you can see the header on this thing. HUD-1 settlement statement. Look, it's got the approval number up top and everything. You see that in the upper right corner? Government document. Look at this. Department of Housing. U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. Government. Right in plain sight, guys. So if anybody, you're going to hear people say, oh, no, you can't do this. It's unethical. It's illegal. What? That's the craziest stuff. First off, if they say that, I say, oh, wow, is it? I wasn't aware of that. I'd sure love to see that law. Can you email it to me? And then wait, because they can't. They can't email that to you. There is no law that says this is not illegal. It's right there on the HUD-1. And then also, they'll say, oh, it's unethical. You're taking advantage of people. You're, this, that. Hold on a second. I was on TikTok Live the other night. Somebody said that. I said, so this lady that I helped that had 6 days until sheriff's auction, 6 days, her house was going to auction. She would have gotten nothing. She would have lost her house. Right. Her credit would have been ruined because she had a foreclosure on there. Good luck getting a place to live after that, too, with what happened during COVID with a foreclosure on your history. Good luck. So we're taking advantage of a person by coming in. I put $4,000 in her pocket, cash money, which she wouldn't have had before. I stopped the foreclosure from going on her credit history. On top of that, I got her movers. She had lived there so long and she was an older lady. So she needed, she didn't have anybody either. So I got her movers. So who's taking advantage of who again? It sounds like she was better off for meeting me. Had she not, she only had 6 days left, and there's not many people that can do this. So when you learn this skill, it is an absolute asset, and it puts you in a blue ocean. You're almost at unicorn status. Do you know how it feels to be a unicorn? Oh my goodness. Think about it. Do you be a unicorn? Really? I mean, it is a big world that we live in, right? And not a lot of real estate investors, I mean, the majority of do not know how to do subject to. They probably never even heard of it. So when you come in and when you learn the go-getter families methods, our 7 steps to becoming the bank, you're unstoppable. But let's talk about the documents that you need, because this is what is subject to. Now, let me tell you guys, right? You've got to have the proper documentation. You can't just do this. The pen is mightier than the sword, okay? And the contracts, the paperwork, that is the rules to the game. So, have you ever won a game that you didn't know the rules to? Think about that. Have you ever won a game that you didn't know the rules to? Well, guess what? We're in the real estate game, whether we want to be or not. And a lot of us have been trying to play the real estate game for some time without knowing the rules. So we're going to lose that game damn near every time. Now, yes, lightning strikes. All right. Like, yeah, lightning strikes. Okay. You might have done a flip. You might have did a wholesale transaction or something, but 99 times out of 100, you don't know the rules of the game. You're not going to win. So, um, oh, that's Shafta. Yeah, I'll talk to you. Um, so I'll add that Shafta. Shafta is in my Become the Bank challenge. So let me get back to this. Let me get back to these documents, the rules. You've got to know the documents. Now, standard purchase agreement. And guys, listen to me. When people don't know that we can do this, even our sellers. So documents being standard, we just put standard on the front of it. It's a psychological trigger. It's standard, Mr. Seller. We do this all the time. Our standard purchase agreement. Boom. Right. So you got your standard purchase agreement that locks in your numbers. It has to be a subject to contract because it has subject to verbiage in it. And then standard information release form. Okay. That is what you get filled out, signed, and you send to their lender of the mortgage that you're taking over. That way they can release information about it in terms of what are the terms of that mortgage. What are the terms of that mortgage? Because there's not a bank in this country that you can call and get my mortgage information. Good luck. Yeah, and I'm drink coffee to that one. So, not a bank in this country. So you got to have the proper documentation so that mortgage or that information release form is what's going to get you that information. Now, limited power of attorney, guys, limited. There are different types of powers of attorney. Okay. Each one, though, makes you a type of agent for this person in commerce. All right. Yeah. I'm getting heavy with that one. Limited power of attorney. And then it is on public record that you are that limited power of attorney. Now, this particular document, this particular limited power of attorney is limited to the property involved in this transaction. So the debt that we're taking over, right, that limited power of attorney gives us authority to talk to the lender as if we are the seller. So, and that's one of the ways I've bought a house with 16 days left to go to sheriff's auction using that limited power of attorney. Anyway, your CTF letter, cover the family, man. You got to protect yourself. You've got to protect your assets. Okay. Cover the family. Now, some of my mentors, right? Because all I do, guys, listen, I didn't make up the strategy. I didn't discover it. I stand on the shoulders of the giants that came before me. That's it. They put it out here in the ether, in the atmosphere for us to find. I just so happened to find it when I needed it because I bet on myself, man. I had faith. I had faith, man. And that's what's going to get you there. You believe this with your whole heart. I mean, you see it. If you see the results and you see other people doing this, that means that you can do it. There is a way. You've got to have faith, man. Now faith. And that's what one of my mentors calls it. He calls it now faith. So now faith is where it's where I stand on things that I expect while I work to prove the things that I cannot see. My mentor, Myron Golden, man, the great Myron Golden. Now faith is where I stand on things that I expect while I prove the things that I cannot see. That's faith, guys. If you have that, you're rocking and rolling. You know it. You see it. Our eyes, what we see, we don't see the road to success in front of us. We don't see the road to success in front of us. All right. We got Chuck from Texas. What's up? Houston in the house. I'm going to be rocking and rolling down in Texas, man, for sure. So I had to get this book out today with a student of mine, right? This is one of the books, if you were in my challenge, that I recommend. And this is Undefeated Mind by Dr. Alex Lickerman. In our Go-Getter Family Academy, we've got our book club where I read a passage out of this. I read one today in our academy, man. It's an environment. It's an ecosystem. It's almost like a social media platform, but it's just Go-Getter family members, dude. It's awesome. We got a deal desk. I don't want to get off topic. Anyway, real quick, it says, we don't feel pain in life because we're denied our attachments. We feel pain in life because we mistakenly believe we can't be happy without them. Did you guys hear that? We don't feel pain in life because we're denied our attachments. We feel pain in life because we mistakenly believe we can't be happy without them. Woo! Dude, you've got to become the person that you want to be first. Let me get back to this. Let me get back to these documents, man. Where was I at? Whoops. CTF letter. And then I got something for you guys, man. I'm going to show you guys some love because it's my goal, guys, in 2023 to get 100 people to get their first property, monthly income producing property. 100 people, 100. I've helped, man, at least 4 handfuls of people around the country. I got my first house this way a year and a half ago. I own 8 houses now. So anyway, I use the standard seller acknowledgement. And then the due on sale acknowledgement. All right. The due on sale is the scare tactic that the lenders and the lobbyists put in legislation, the 1982 Garn-St. Germain Depository Institutions Act. Okay, of 1982, Garn-St. Germain. So it's the due on sale, but they left loopholes for themselves, obviously, to operate. Remember, if you don't know the rules of the game, how are you going to win? How are you going to win? So those are the documents. The pen is mightier than the sword. Always has been, always will be. All right. So that's a start. All right. So that's how you do it, why a person would do it, what you do. But guys, it's the holidays. 2023 is around the corner. And I have been painstakingly, man, putting this knowledge and this game out there, man, to people. And there's people making moves, which is super dope. People out there making moves and really changing their life, changing the trajectory of their lives. So and understanding, right, that what happens is we'll use our overthinking at a cost of not doing, right? We overthink at the cost of not doing, and then we use perfectionism as like an excuse, right? Oh, I just want to make sure that I can do it right, and I don't want to make any mistakes, and I don't want to get this, and I need this, and all that. We're shooting for perfectionism, and that just isn't plausible. It's not. It doesn't happen. But we let that keep us on the bench. We let it keep us on the bench, and it's really not fair to us. It's not fair to us. So all that said, guys, I put together the Go-Getter Family Academy because we need that support, from each other, right? We need that support from each other, because being in an environment of in the room, right? You're in the room, and we've created a virtual room. This thing, it's like a social media platform. We got topics, right? We got the Millionaire Mindset, Tip Tuesday, Fearless Friday, I'm doing live workshops on Thursdays and Tuesdays, right? Tip Tuesday, all in this group. We can communicate amongst each other. Dude, you can DM each other. You put up posts. We'll put up articles. We're going to be spotlighting members, right? New members that are making moves. But the best part about it is, right, is this. See, I've got an inner circle. I've got an inner circle, and in my inner circle, there's some high level people. Right. There's some young people too. Like there's youngsters, there's older people, there's people that have made mistakes in life and they're coming back. There's people that have are serial entrepreneurs. I mean, you name it, the whole plethora, right? But they're in the inner circle. So we're learning together, man. Right. We're doing this together. They get access to my resources. Well, in the academy, we're going to have the deal desk now that we have that platform, right? Where if you're in that academy, you've got a deal. Say you're out there, man, making moves, but maybe you don't, have the contracts or you don't know how to negotiate or whatever it is, but you're in the academy. You bring your deal to the academy. We got people from all over the country. You post it in our ecosystem. And one of our people, we just call it a family reunion. It's the family, with a family reunion up in there, right? So if you're part of the family and you put your deal up there, well, my inner circle members are in the academy ecosystem. So they'll see that deal, that post, boom, and we're going to help you. Right? We've got resources, we've got the knowledge, man. And um it's really it's amazing. It's amazing. I'm trying to get in there now. Oh, so what I'm doing is the Go Getter Family Academy membership during the holidays for free, a free bonus when you sign up, when you become a member. And it's only a half a tank of gas a month, but you get my subject to document packet. You get my subject to document packet when you sign up to the Go Getter Family Academy, man. And let me see, I'm going to show you guys just real quick what that is, because you're going to get those contracts. I just did a workshop last night in there going over subject to and going deeper into those documents that we're actually giving you as a bonus for signing up during the holidays. We got to show that love. It's 2023. I'm telling you, 100 people, man, 100 people. And it doesn't matter if you're a new investor, right? And you don't know anything about real estate. That's great. Real estate, man. Have you looked at the stock market lately, guys? Have you looked at it? Do you have a 401k? Because if you do, it's not as much as it was this time last year, but you've been putting money in it all year, right? If you're working, have you looked at your 401k? And that's just a bunch of people playing games, man, in behind closed doors with our lives, our livelihood, our money, dude. And it's not a tangible asset. But guess what real estate is? Real estate is a tangible asset, and it's one of the three things that we need to survive: food and water, clothing, and shelter. Well, guess what? We can start buying it the right way by taking over existing debt and then becoming the bank and creating new debt out of the value that we bring using these contracts. So this is the Academy, man, membership. It's if you sign up today, you get, the subject to, you get the bonus contracts, and the contracts, you get five, you get the standard purchase agreement, limited power of attorney, information release form, seller acknowledgments, which is the CTF letter, the due on sale acknowledgement, and I throw that memorandum of contract in, dude. $29.99 a month, half a tank of gas, half a tank of gas. This is what you get: deal underwriting workshops, lead generation workshops, that deal desk. That's the main thing. You're in the room, you're networking, people around the country. I had a roll call, had people put up their markets yesterday. We just opened that ecosystem to people. It's beautiful, man. I love it. This thing is going to go so hard, but you get access to resources, access to deals, access to other discounts. So there's a link in the description, man. Check it out. During the holidays, you get the bonus. You get the bonus contracts as well, right? You get the when you sign up for the Go Getter Family Academy, you get the bonus contracts. I need to hop on there and show you guys what it looks like. But do you guys have any questions about subject to? Let me answer some of your questions, man. You sign up, great. If you don't, hey, man, we'll see you on the other side, one way or the other. You know what I mean? Shit, I got two houses for sale. I got two open houses, dude. Tomorrow, it's gonna be nuts. So let me see. We got some flames up in here. Zinkster, what's up? Okay, where you from, Zinkster? And that is, look at Josh. Josh is from Utah. Can you explain how you did stop the foreclosure with only 6 days left? This is Shafta. Shafta, you haven't seen the many videos of me. I go over that. I'm actually going to do a TikTok live tonight. So because I'm going to do that, then I got to get some paperwork ready, man, for tomorrow. I got to get my application. I'm doing rent to own, rent to own. So anyway, long story short, it's because it's not a short story. So the moon and the stars aligned because I was working hard, and I talked to her 7 months before that. She wanted to go through the process. She got a hold of me with 6 days left. She didn't think there was anything she could do, but there was. I told her there was. So we reinstated that mortgage. It cost us $15,783. I didn't pay a penny of that. It didn't cost me anything. I had a buyer lined up that I got a $30,000 down payment from. So I took her 15.7 that it cost to reinstate the mortgage out of my down payment, caught up her mortgage, reinstated it, made it good again, gave her 4,000 out of that $30,000 down payment, put the rest in my pocket, which is profit. That's why it's called the wholesale and hold. And that's a cash flowing property to this day. We did that last September. We're actually closing on that property. And then my buyer of that property is a local business owner. So we've partnered up on 2 more deals. As a matter of fact, the 2 houses that I have on the market right now, he's my partner. He did the fix on the last 2 houses, and they're beautiful, beautiful. That's what this is about. That's what this strategy, real estate, being an entrepreneur is about: relationships, networking, bringing value to the marketplace. We are paid in direct relation to the value that we bring. Direct relation to the value that we bring to the marketplace. Yeah, and it was crazy. That email that I read, Shafta, you were in my challenge. If you listen to that recorded call of me buying another house, talking to the seller, when I read him the email that I sent to that account manager, it was for this house with the 6 days left. Trina's house. Well, it was Trina's house. You know what I mean? It was mine now, but my buyer now. So yeah, yep. Shafta, I hope to see you in the academy, man. That thing is so. I got to get this. Chuck from Houston, Texas. I'm gonna be down that way. I will be down that way for sure. Zinkster is from Cali. All right, all right, all right. No problem, no problem, Shafta. So, um, yeah. Oh, that email I sent. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is the house. This is the house. As a matter of fact, I got a letter right here from the crazy part about the servicing company is it is called servicing company. Can you see that? Look what it says. CO Gene Boykin, my name, right? That's care of Gene Boykin, because I am her limited power of attorney. That's the house with the email and then the 6 days left. Boom. He's getting ready to pay me the option on it. So I'm going to make some money on that. And then I'm selling 2 houses. I've been working super hard though lately. That's why I'm going to be in Atlanta December 9th through the 11th. So we're going to get coffee if you're down there, man, in the Georgia area. I'm going down there for education though, not to just party. So, we got to elevate, man. But guys, don't forget, you can sign up, you get the contracts for free, and you officially become a member of the GoGetter family. You're in the academy, right? There's levels to this. You're in the academy, but if you're out there hunting for deals, well, and you don't know how to close it, say you found some leads, right? Maybe you learned how to find the leads in one of our lead generation workshops in the academy. You find a deal off market, no competition, it's distressed. You've hit the indicators of a deal. So you bring that deal to the academy, post it in our environment, right? You post it in the academy, and we're scrolling through. Boom, somebody in your market, be it Dallas, be it Minnesota, man, Indiana, Iowa, California, Texas for sure, Florida, Delaware, man, Pennsylvania, dude. There's people from all over. We just signed up a gentleman in my inner circle, man. His market is Louisville, Kentucky. He was born in Nigeria, went to high school in England, lived in Canada with his wife, or moved to Canada, boom, got married. Now him and his wife are traveling. His wife does Airbnb, man. So we got people from all over the world, all over the country. We are going to be touching every market in this country, every major market. Watch what I say. You guys mark my words, man. If you get into the academy and you start touching these people, hey, it's on. The 8 houses that you own, are you going to keep any of them as rentals? So Shafta, that's what I do, rent to own. So that house that I got with 6 days left, I still get paid on that. And I got that last September. So we just do rent to own. So of those 8 houses, I'm renting to own all of them, right? But when I build up my, you know, when I build up my money to where it's play money, I might have rentals, probably multifamily. I'll get into multifamily buying some of those, but I'm always going to buy houses this way. But I make monthly passive income anyway because I do it on rent to own. So it's just, to me, it's much better. So but yeah, I might, rentals is, it's a step down in my opinion. Um, but as you build up, right, you build up, you can keep them for rentals and you can just have a management company do it, take care of it for you. Hey, it might be a silly question. There are no silly questions, man. Let me straighten that up right now. No silly questions, Chuck. Let me see. Is the standard assignment of lease document and lease option the same thing? No, they are not. They're different. Good question. Different. Absolutely. So, uh, and then I got to get up out of here, y'all. So the standard, the lease option, right? Damn, my camera's all blurry. The standard lease option is that's your the document you use to get the house under control. You're saying that in that standard lease option that you are going to pay a certain amount a month, and then in a certain length of time, you are going to pay the rest of what you owe, right? So if you tell me you give them 100 grand, right, that's the lease option. Your lease assignment, that's what you're going to use to sell it. You go find your buyer, and then you and your buyer fill out that lease assignment together, and you put that lease option on the back of that lease assignment, and boom, you're off. Now you can assign it and just sell it to them, or you can do a sandwich lease option and use your tenancy agreement and cash flow it. So you can get a down payment from your buyer, put some money in your pocket, pay your seller, so you get the house for free, and then you're making monthly income off of your buyer. Dude, yeah, this is glorious, man. So no, great question, Chuck. Great question. Yeah, but I'll say this. So Chuck says, I bought your subject to package and was curious about some of the names. For instance, a contract having a different name, but meaning the same thing, if that makes sense. Your question makes sense, but in my document packets that you bought, there's never 2 documents that mean the same thing. They all have a separate meaning. So I talk about all of them in the the videos that the corresponding videos that come with them. So they all have a different meaning, man. Like the lease options you're talking about, you got your option, your standard option to buy, your lease option, and then you've got your tenancy agreement, and then you've got your lease assignment. You need all of those documents for something. So that could be your exit strategy when you buy subject to. Chuck, man, I hope I see you in the academy, man. Half tank of gas each month. Academy, you put those questions up on the post, boom, any day. You wake up in the morning, put them up, boom, check it when you get off work, man, or whatever. Dude, real estate on your mind. I'm telling you, see, real estate, it's like this. It's like when we learn anything, right? When we are learning anything new, it's like cutting a piece of wood, man. Chopping a piece of wood, though, right? And you chop that piece of wood, and you got to sand it down. And my mentor, man, the great man, the original. This is who I'm going to Atlanta to see, man. The original. He found subject to, man. He found it, man, in the Garden St. Germain. So anyway, he says that you chop down a piece of wood, man, you got to sand that down. And when you first start sanding that wood, it's rough, it's real rough. So you use a real coarse piece of sandpaper, and you're sanding, and it's, you're putting in some elbow grease, man. Well, after doing that for a while, you get the medium coarseness sandpaper, right? And you don't have to smooth it down so hard, right? And then after a while, you get the softer sandpaper, man. And before you know it, that piece of wood, man, that thing is smooth as silk, almost like a glass top on it. Well, that piece of wood is you, right? That piece of wood is us. So we're just sanding down those rough edges, man, refining them. You know what I mean? And understanding that, our comfort zone in life, being comfortable in life, begins by us stepping outside of our comfort zone and getting comfortable being uncomfortable for a while. That's the great paradox in life, man. I say that all the time. But guys, I got to get up out of here. I hope that helped. The link to the Go Getter Family Academy, man, with that special bonus for the holidays, where you get the contracts for signing up and becoming a member and getting all that value, man. Weekly workshops, deal desk, negotiating workshops. I hope to see you guys there, man. It's gonna be off the charts. But guys, if you're new to my channel, and again, you feel like I brought you some value, don't forget to hit that like button and consider subscribing. All right. But I'm out of here, guys. Till next time, let's get to it, y'all.
I'm a go-getter. They some go-getters. We some go